Hey, what's up YouTube? Houston here. For those of you just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Please remember to hit that subscribe button and that bell. And for those of you that's been following me and supporting me, salute. And for my favorite patrons, always double salute. Now, as always, I ask you to give me a thumbs up if you get value out of this video. So, I found a new card, okay? It's called the Revenue Business Credit Card, okay? And some of you all may have already heard about it. But the interesting thing about this card, again, you don't need a DUNS number. You don't need a paydex score. You don't need credit in order to get this here card. It's all about your business, okay? Now, before we jump into this card, what I wanted to do is reflect. I made a video recently, okay, and I was talking about Chase, all right, and what I was saying about Chase Bank of America, U.S. Bank, Capital One, Wells Fargo, those are the worst banks, and you should avoid them. But the reason I was saying they was the worst banks and you should avoid, because what it is on the personal side, because they charge all these fees. However, because they're the gatekeepers in reference to getting business credit funding, you need to work with these banks, okay? And I think a lot of people are confused when I said that avoid these banks, because there's plenty of banks out here. But on the personal side, if you're just looking for a bank to bank with, then they're not the best. But if you're talking about trying to get funding, especially business funding, then you have to work with these banks, because you'll be able to get access to more business funding, because it helps build up your business credit. So that's the reason that I made the video, to help you understand, all right? That being said, going back to this business credit card that I found, that you don't need credit, you don't need a DUNS number, you don't need a paydex score, is the Revenue Business Credit Card, okay? Now, the interesting thing about this is that you have to be in business for at least 6 months. All right, so you have to understand that. Another thing is that you can't be a sole proprietor business. All right, so you can't be a sole proprietor. You actually have to be a registered business. Now, for those of you that are not a registered business or don't know which entity to choose, then click the link in the description to schedule one-on-one consultation. Okay, now that being said, in terms of what it is that you need to have, here's the thing about it with Revenue Business Credit Card, okay? If you're generating revenue, if your bank account has been delinquent for 3 days out of the month, they won't qualify you, okay? Now, here's another big thing that you need to understand. They also want you to have at least $10,000 in deposits, all right? So that's very important that you understand. So that way, like I said, they're not focused on the credit, but your business does have to generate revenue. All right. So that way, for some of you all that are looking for somebody to give you funding without looking at the personal credit and stuff like that, this may be a business card for you. Okay. Now, I made a video about the new PayPal business credit card, okay? And a lot of people was asking me, well, what do they pull and stuff like that? With the PayPal business card, since it's a new business credit card that's out in the market, all right, I'll put the link below so you can see that video. But one of the things about it, they do pull Experian, okay? So that's one of the things. It's Experian FICO 9. So for some of you all that may have a low credit score, I would think the average credit score you should have to get the business credit card is maybe about a 680 credit score. Because I've seen people with a 700 and they got $20,000 from the PayPal business credit card. All right. So I just wanted to add that. Now, here's something else that you can do. If your business is generating revenue, then you may want to check out Capital One Tap. Okay, because with Capital One Tap, all you have to do is be making $30,000 annually. Okay, so that $30,000 annually is what, maybe about 50. Excuse me. maybe about 30. That's the reason they said don't do math on camera, right? Maybe about $2,500 a month or something like that, right? So that may be an option for you. If that's not an option for you, I also made a video on a near side where you have to have deposits of $10,000 a month, or have deposits, not $10,000 a month, but at least have deposits on a monthly for at least 3 months, and you may qualify for their $10,000 loan. All right. Also, I made a video about people's trust, okay, and they loan up to $10,000 as well. All right. And it's more focused on the business instead of the personal credit. So that's the reason I keep on looking for lenders, because I know right now a lot of people are having challenges trying to find funding for their business, and they may have challenging credit. So these are some of the lenders that I would suggest that you take a look at. Okay, if you have questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, again, click the link in the description to schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.